Morning YouTube. Morning YouTube. It's been a while. Man. Your boy Chucker Roy 1. About to start my day. I'm heading to Chester, New York, where I'm gonna drop this bad boy off, bring in some turkey. You know that's time of the season. Pulling this heavy ass turkey, but I make sure my weight was perfectly intact. Like I'm straight. I could be a smart ass if DOT inspection stop me right now, because my weight is so perfect. Is incredible. Again, anything that I do, I try to do my best, and I try to do. I'm like a perfectionist. I like to make sure that my weight is properly legal. But just leaving this truck stop, Jackson, Illinois, and I'm heading to upstate New York, close to home, and then I'm gonna swing by home, like for about 2-3 days. Take care of some business. I got my LLC, so it's a little bit lapsing, but I'm gonna take care of it, because I'm gonna purchase my truck probably within a month or two. Yeah, I'm gonna put down $10,000 on a truck. It's something that I was thinking about a couple of years back, and based on the market right now, the market is getting better, so it's the best time right now to jump into the market. If anything changes, is probably or else a HVAC company could convince me, but right now not saying anything yet. You know, life has a way to. Sometimes we're planning, and sometimes God have something else in store for us. You know what I mean? But that's my goal right now. That's the vision right now. But heading on the highway right now. This truck stop is pretty clean. Pretty clean. I like it. It's cold. It's 31 degrees. Bringing this turkey to CNS. You know what I mean? All truck drivers, they know CNS Wholesale Warehouse. Yeah, people. Us here trying to get through Springfield, Ohio, and Indianapolis. I'm trying to get you there before 7 o'clock, because a lot of traffic in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'm 14 hours away. I'm gonna drive 10 hours today. So you guys do the maths. I'm right there. My delivery is for Thursday, but I'm gonna check with my dispatcher and my planners to see if they could bump it up to Wednesday. My delivery for Wednesday. Normally, if I ask, they try, and they always get a green light. Sometimes I gotta wait, but if I gotta wait, you know what I mean, I'll be doing some exercise and read some books, and just put my mind to my condition and watch some TV and try to inform myself with anything that's interesting. You know what I mean? But your boy here running on time in this company. Not to brag and boast, I'm the number 3 guy, third quarter. I was the number 3 guy in the company, because everything I do, I try to do it the best of my ability. You know what I mean? So I was the number 3 guy. I don't know, fourth quarter don't come out yet until probably end of December. Fourth quarter is gonna come out, and then I'm gonna see where I'm at. life. You know what I mean? I cook my food. I cook Saturday, and that lasts me up until last night. And bear in mind, last night is Monday night. So that's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days. I didn't have to buy anything on the road because I cook my food. I cook turkey mince with spinach and coconut oil. Yep, I use coconut oil with all my food. If it's not coconut oil, I use the real expensive one, olive oil. The top of the top. I use, people, trust me, because health is wealth. And we gotta be mindful out here that yes, the money's out here, but we cannot be a fool. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose your soul and gain everything. You want to gain everything, still have your health. You know what I mean? So I love riding nights, early morning. Sometimes I listen to my audiobooks. Sometimes I play music. And sometimes I just shut off everything and listen to the truck engine, listen to how the truck is running, how the truck is blowing. You know what I mean? You gotta listen to that, you know what I mean? And just think ahead. You know what I mean? 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. You know what I mean? What's gonna happen? You know what I mean? The economy, the country. You know? I think it's gonna get better though, you know what I mean? For trucking, I hope it get better for everybody else. You know what I mean? Not just for trucking, because once it get better for everybody else, it's gonna trickle. It's gonna trickle down to everybody, you know what I mean? I suggest, people, you invest as much as you can, save as much as you can. You know what I mean? I can't tell people what to do, but me personally, I don't really party, you know what I mean? I don't really party. My party is traveling. You know what I mean? Going to different countries, different places. That's my partying. Seeing my kids. You know what I mean? That's my fulfillment in life. You know what I mean? Helping others. You know what I mean? In fact, talking about helping others, I'm gonna give back to the hurricane relief people in Jamaica in a couple months. I'm gonna video that also. I'm gonna pack a couple food items and ship to Jamaica, me and my son and my families. We're giving back to my community and people in need. So check out that video. You know what I mean? I need to start posting more, but I'm more focused on studying this trucking game. Even though I'm driving for 12 years, but there's so much to learn. There's so much to grasp. You know what I mean? So, not saying I'm top of the top trucker, but I'm up there, and I'm learning each and every day to be humble. To be focused, to be courteous, and just to live and love life. You know what I mean? Whatever you're going through, people, just don't give up. Whatever you're going through, whatever your deal is, don't give up, because once you give up, that's it. You can't give up. You gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep believing in yourself. Things can change, but you gotta change what's in front of you first. And you can't help everybody. You gotta help yourself first. Always remember that. You gotta help yourself first. You see that there? You gotta help yourself first before you could help others. You know what I mean? And sometimes you help everybody. So who's gonna help you? You know what I mean? Sometimes we gotta learn to say no sometimes. We got to learn to say no, because we can't say yes to everything. We gotta learn to say no to people. And with everything you do it at your best. Give it your 120, 150%. You know what I mean? That's what I try to do every day. Not saying every day I'm on my 150%, but I try to be mindful of everything. You know what I mean? I know my boys cannot wait to see me, but I'll probably pop up on them. I'll tell them I'm coming, but I like to pop up, like, you know, I jump in an Uber and just go home. You know, normally my wife pick me up. Sometimes I just say, don't worry about it. I just pop up on them. Yeah, I don't like nobody study me. Yeah, I'm a very optimistic person. Yeah, you know what I mean? But anyway, YouTube, your boy here. Today's a beautiful, cold Tuesday morning. 31 miles away from Springfield, Illinois. East 72 Decatur, Illinois. Where this gonna run me into Indianapolis, Indiana. And then from Indiana, one straight shot. One straight shot. Gonna jump on 80 East. And one straight shot up into Chester, New York. One straight shot. Well, I should get there tomorrow morning. Hopefully, they could get me offload early. Take this turkey off of me. And I could get to be home a day early. That would be wonderful. In a perfect world. But it do happens. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you get a perfect day where you gotta say thank God. Today's a perfect day. Sometimes you get a day it's like it's not so perfect, but you gotta take the good with the bad, you know? Yeah, every day is not gonna be gloomy and trucking. I see a little snow north of me, and good thing I'm heavy. I think I'm 77 gross, so I'm heavy, but all my axles are legal. Make sure I fixed them yesterday. My trailer axle was 34,700, and my drive axle was 32. So in trucking, who doesn't know, when your trailer axle is 34,700, that means there's too much weight on your trailer axle, and your drive axle is 32. So what I did, I slide towards the problem, because the drive axle could take like an next 1,000 pounds. So when I slide, everything balance out. So that's how I make sure my weight is balanced. So the DOT don't get me, you know what I mean? When I just start trucking, man, the DOT used to get me, but that's anything in life. Sometimes when you're starting off fresh, you know, you gotta feel it. You know what I mean? You gotta feel the goods and the bad, the high, the lows. But just stick with it. New drivers, just stick with it. Stick with it, man. You'll be fine. Just always remember to scale your loads. Scale that trailer. Scale. Because these guys not playing with us. You know what I mean? These guys not playing with us. You know what I mean? Knock on vinyl. My license is clean. My license is clean. Thank God for that. Because this company not gonna hire you if you have bad records, you know what I mean? My hours of service, never been out of hours of service. Because, you know, the company that I'm working for right now, they're pretty good with safety. They're pretty good. They're pretty laid back, but they will call you up and say, hey, get it together, you know what I mean? That's not cool. You know, I love them. Safety, I love my safety team. They know me. They take care of me. If I have a question, and remember, no question is not a dumb question. You know what I mean? You know, so I like my company. They keep me busy. Right now, this load, I picked this load up in, I think somewhere in Missouri, closer to Kansas, and I'm running this to Chester, New York. It's like 1,400 miles, and I'm gonna get this in before the delivery time. I don't play around. Tell you I'm the number 3 guy, and I'm saying this humble, as a humble person. I'm a number 3 guy in this company, and they know what I'm capable of, and I love them, love working for them. You know what I mean? But it's time to get my truck. You know? Yeah, time to get my truck. I'm thinking to stay with them, but we see. They're a good company though. But in life, sometimes you gotta try and be the best you can and try to create your own empire, you know? But I know the door is always open for them, for me, because I would never burn my bridges. You know? People never burn bridge. Sometimes you gotta run back to that bridge to cross. You know what I mean? You can't walking around living a life burning bridges, people. Nope, it's not good. It's not good at all. It's not good. Hopefully this year, got a couple more weeks left before the end of the year. I'm trying to get to 100K. Trying my best to get to 100K this year. I think I'm at 80, 85 right now. I'm trying to get to 100K. So stick with your boy. Stick with Trucker Roy 1. And let's see if I do get to 100K. You know what I mean? And that to get to 100K, I can't be sleeping at home and chilling out with wifey, and I gotta move. I gotta keep going. You know what I mean? Because I got a goal. I don't want to leave stuff for my kids, you know? Making sure myself is financially good. Because the reason why I say myself, because I put myself first. If you're not putting yourself first and putting your wife first or putting your girl first, that's where you go wrong. Now without you, there's no 100,000. Without you, there's no you. And without you, there wouldn't be no kids. So you gotta put yourself first in everything you do. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay. Nothing no wrong with that. But you're taking care of you first. When you give yourself strength, vitality, love, you could pass it on to your loved ones. You know what I mean? You gotta put yourself first as a truck driver over here. Not even as a truck driver, but as a person, just an individual. You gotta put yourself first. If somebody gonna put themselves first over you. Self-love is everything, man. That's what I learned. Every day I learn. I'm all here by myself, visualizing, thinking about life. You know what I mean? And I could give God thanks. I could say, you know what? I'm honestly doing good for myself. And I thank God for that. And I thank God for the discipline that my parents instill in me. And, you know, I used to see my father going out, working. And he have a career, you know what I mean? He was a cop. And, you know, I saw him going out day to day, doing his day-to-day job. Never complained, just going out. So that instilled in me too, in this country that we're in, to never depend on nobody but yourself. If you fall short and you have a female, you have a, somebody, your mom, around you, that's where your loved ones should lift you up and brush you off, and brush yourself off too, and keep going. No matter the roadblocks, just keep punching through those roadblocks, punching through those roadblocks, people. And everything, you put God first. Whoever is your most supernatural being, you put that first. You know what I mean? You gotta be reverence. You gotta do your fasting. You gotta show reverence to the Most High. You can't just get up and eating every day 24/7, not slowing down life and saying, I'm gonna take this time to give reverence to the Most High, Gotta take that time out and give thanks to the Most High for blessing you, blessing your family, blessing your kids. You know what I mean? 'Cause every situation is different, but you gotta be mindful that, could be worse. Could be worse. And there's always room for improvements. There's always room for improvement, people. I keep telling myself there's always room for improvement. Whether my personal life, you know what I mean, with my business that I'm gonna refunction, restructure, you know what I mean? It's challenging being in the state of Connecticut, because I love Connecticut, but I don't think it's willing to change. It's one of the safest states right now, but taxes and everything, sometimes got to readjust and go back to the drawing board. Do I see myself in Connecticut long term? Hey, I maybe say yes. Maybe God have something else planned for me. So with that, I won't say anything yet until I get there. You know what I mean? But people, I'm just reasoning with you. You know what I mean? Day to day journey, highs and lows as a truck driver. I could honestly say I know I'm doing good for myself and my family, and I got a strong support system from my mom, wife, sister, brother-in-law, brothers. Shout out to my brothers, don't forget that. All my 4 brothers. Don't forget that. I got a good support system. Close friend, because I don't got a lot of friends. You know what I mean? Most of my friends are in Jamaica. Most of them are like a genuine friend. I got one friend here that's Trucker Trail. Big up to Trucker Trail out there in Westbrook, Connecticut. He's a beast too. He's a beast. He's a beast, man. Shout out to my friend. Like I could say, is generally my friend. We went to school together from 2013 as I'm getting our CDL, and we're still trucking today. Yep, so shout out to Trucker Trail. Yeah, I'm anywhere there. I think he's going to Missouri right now from Massachusetts, so he probably soon get up, soon call me and Sutro. Yeah. Yeah, my genuine friend is in Jamaica. All of them is in Jamaica. Okay, I don't really mess with a lot of people here. I'll be cordial, but I don't really mess with. As I said, I don't go out. I don't really go to clubs. My thing is traveling. You know what I mean? One of my goals is going to Africa. Me and my boys, my family. I want to go to Africa, and my goal is to go to England. Well, I'm going to go to England first, and then transition with one of my aunties to Africa. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's one of my goals, bucket list. It's not far. It's not far reach. You know what I mean? I could go on my own, but I'd rather bring my boys with me. Or if my family want to come too, I bring them both. But I want to do this for myself. That's my bucket list. Probably my wife have a next bucket list that she wanna reach. You know what I mean? That's her bucket list. I have my own. You know what I mean? And I like to go to the next bucket list. Greece. I like to go to Greece. So Africa, England, Greece. And trust me, I'm gonna post it when I go to these places, because I'm a go-getter. Trust me, I'm a definite go-getter. So I'm gonna post this stuff when I'm going there. I hope you're liking this video. This reasoning about life, state of trucking. I love trucking, man. I like the peace. Nobody behind you telling you, hey, you need to clock in. Hey, there's no overtime this week. I love trucking, man. I could be myself, play my music and be myself, reflect. And again, it's not that easy, people, that being by yourself and running and driving. It take a disciplined person to do this. Because you got drivers out here too. I'm not knocking nobody, but being late and stuff. The biggest thing here, you got to be on time. And the biggest thing is safety. The next biggest thing, you got to be on time. You got to be on time. The third, I think self-care, even though that's supposed to be number one still, but I'm going to put the safety as number one. For me, safety for me. I know self-care, everybody should know that self-care should be number one. But for me, safety is number one. Be on time, self-care, and be courteous. Those 4 principles, and have a strong work ethic, professionalism. Once you got those, you'll be alright. Company gonna love you. Company gonna love you. I'm telling you. And once you have those stuff, once you get a truck and you keep those principles with you, it's a win-win when you have your own truck. It's a win-win. I'm telling you. No doubt you're gonna win. You know what I mean? No doubt. But I see the road is peaceful. Peaceful. I'm just riding, watching. Even though I'm talking to you guys, my eyes is like a length of a football field. That's how far I'm looking. Looking for dares. Looking for anything that's gonna run across the road. So your eye lead time should be a length of a football field. That's why they train us in school. Big up to New England Tractor Trailer. We have the best school out there in Somers, Connecticut. Best. Toughest school. I'm telling you. Remember 2013. That's why best in life, best to be humble, yo. My attitude, my persona, from 2000, from I know myself. 2013, I'm in class. You got Americans, Puerto Ricans. There was Jamaicans, not that I know of, but I was the only Jamaican. I guess the name they called me. Guess the name that my instructor called me. Cool Runnings. From that movie. Because I was so cool going person. He said, Cool Runnings, come on, let's do this, And everybody, you're always going to have that guy or that female in class that's, brag, oh, I'm going to got this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. You know me, I'm Cool Runnings. That's what they give me, Cool Runnings. And I remember in Connecticut, when you go into school in Connecticut, New England Tractor Trailer School, the DMV come to that school and give you the test rather than go to the DMV. So that's the cool thing about New England Tractor Trailer. The DMV come to the school because the school is so accredited, put it that way. So everybody was bragging, boasting, oh, I'm gonna get this. I was just humble, watching them doing their holidock. Now you gotta do a holidock. Got to do a holidock, and you gotta do a blind side, and you gotta go with the instructor and shift and drive. Back then it was a stick shift. Always good to learn to drive truck with a stick shift, because you got companies out there, local companies in Connecticut, that they will hire you if you could drive a 10-speed stick shift. Now the industry is moving towards automatic, in which save on fuel, is more efficient, and you don't have to buy no clutch. With the stick shift, drivers mess up the clutch and tear up the clutch. But bear in mind, it's always good to learn to drive on a stick shift first. But you're gonna limit yourself, drivers. Don't limit yourself. So I remember my friend, man, he was saying, oh, I'm gonna ace this, I'm gonna ace this, I'm gonna ace this. And he didn't pass the first shot. He went back and did back the test. And I was just humble, looking, seeing what's going on, and when my turn and do the holidock, boom, pulled my brakes, boom, blind side. When time to go with the instructor, you gotta do fan down your brakes, make sure your brakes pop out when you're doing the brake tests. So you fan on your brake, make it go down to the approximate PSI, and the brake should pop. Once the brake pop, you demonstrate why the brake pop, why this, why that. People, YouTube, I aced the test that day. I get my license. First time I did the test, I passed it. But guess what? I was studying, I was being humble, and I was looking at everybody's mistakes who didn't pass that first shot. I think me and Jerry Santiago, big up to Santiago too. He's in Florida right now. Big up to Santiago. I think it was him and me passed the test. I think everybody else have to take back the test. Shout out to Jerry Santiago. That's my virgin right there. Yes, people. So in everything in life, you gotta be humble. You gotta be patient. No matter if somebody's gonna brag and boast, us, be humble, be resilient. You know what I mean? And the Most High gonna take it to another level. I promise you. Promise you, people. Hope you like my video. I'm in Springfield right now. That big plant right here that I'm passing to my right is I think I know this plant. Springfield is a home of Lincoln. I don't remember what type of plant that is, but that's a big plant that's manufacturing some heavy things in America. So when you're driving trucks, you're gonna see things, man. You're gonna see a lot of things. So in Springfield, Illinois. Passing Springfield, and the temperature is 31 degrees. I think it was snowing earlier or yesterday. But one thing with me, if I'm going to go somewhere, I check that weather. Not playing around. I plan to end this game for a while, so you gotta be proactive, drivers. Gotta be proactive. Yeah, but thanks for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Share to a friend, share to a new driver. Probably what I'm saying could help someone to be a better driver. Remember, always subscribe. I'm gonna start to push out more content. As I go, and peace and love.